What's going on, everybody? Doing the high pressure fuel pump on this one. That's the new one right there. (7613933-05). There you go. 7613933-05. This is the upgraded fuel pump where they added something right here. I don't know what that is, but this is actually a Delphi. Brand new. Paid about $1,700 for this one. Go right there. That's the slot that I took the old one out from. So to get to it, you have to take a few things apart. I mean, just on this side to get to it, throttle body, air intake. Gotta take your charge pipe off right here to the air intake pipe. Gotta take that one off. The one that goes to the throttle body. Then you're gonna have, of course, your intake cover. And you gotta take the sensors apart. The one to the low pressure sensor that's attached to that fuel line. Let me see if I can zoom in. So the one that's attached to that fuel line that goes back a little more, I think you can see it from here a little bit. That's that one right there. You're gonna have to take that line off. Now if that sensor's bad, you only got that one, which is the low pressure sensor. Then you got the one up here, which is your high pressure sensor right here on top of the intake. That's your high pressure sensor going to the fuel rail. Fuel rail. Right here you got the fuel rail. 6-cylinder coming over. You're gonna have ignition coils. So right here you're gonna have ignition coils. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then fuel injectors are actually these electrical connectors right here. That one, that one, that one, and so on and so forth. So if you got to get to the fuel injectors, that's a whole nother deal. I already changed them on here. Got to take that bolt off there, or the nut, remove the fuel lines. They say if you do it, you got to change all that out, but I didn't change that out. I kept the fuel lines and everything. But make sure you got brand new ignition coils. That's the only way this is going to work. All right. So then you got to remove all this to do all that. I got that still in there because I don't have to do all that stuff. So this is what I took off. Throttle body. Obviously, before anything, you're going to take the battery and disconnect the battery. I went ahead and took it out, put it on charge. Got everything ready. This is the old pump. The old pump was actually still good. It just wasn't as strong, but it's still good. I'm going to sell it. So it's the same part number. Well, it's a -01. That one's a -05. It's just a little bit upgraded. So what I removed, got the cover, got throttle body, got the vacuum lines. This is all the vacuum lines right here. Just got to remember where they go. Obviously, it's not that hard to figure out. Then you're gonna have intake. Like I said, when I took everything off, I cleaned it. Air intake, the pipe, all the sensors, vacuum lines. So I'm gonna get this back in there. These are the screws that are gonna be attached to the fuel pump themselves. They're right here. These are the screws. One thing, if you do not have a 5mm right here, long, they will strip out on it. So this is the one to that back. I got lucky. It came out, but just a little advice. That one that's all the way in the back, when you get to this one, I'd recommend doing the back one first, the hardest one to reach, because the other two are going to be putting pressure on it. So do this one first. Then, whichever one of the three is the best, mark that one so you can put that one all the way in the back. This was the best one, so I'm going to use this one and put it back into the backside. This way you got a good one up on the backside now, so it doesn't strip out on you if you have to do it again in the future. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, let me zoom out real quick. Alright, so those two right there, you got that one and then that one. But the one in the back is that one. That's the one up top. That one you're gonna want right there. There you go. That one you're gonna want to change first. Pull it out first. This one and this one can come out after. Reason being, these two put pressure on it. If you don't, then you will strip that one out back there. You got a fuel line up top. That's the fuel line for the top right here. You got a fuel line for the back. That fuel line leads to the upper. It goes up to the injectors. This one comes from the low pressure fuel pump in the back seat. Right here. Like that. And then let's see. You got to take this piece off the bracket. These are the brackets for that piece right there. This is your electrical connector. That's the ECU right there. You don't have to touch that. A lot of people say you got to take it out. You don't. I didn't have to touch it. And that fuel line comes around, comes over, and it's right here. This in the F10 535i twin turbos. Twin power turbo. They come up this way, and the fuel line goes right there. This is the air line, but fuel line comes up like that and right back into the car and go into the back seat. Alright. I'll keep y'all updated and let you know how it go from here. That's that one, brand new. If y'all want the Delphi part number, here it go. I'll give you the Delphi part number real quick. Not that. That's not the part number. That's the Delphi part number is this right here. That's the Delphi part number. High pressure mechanical fuel pump. It was $17.50 actually. HM 124. People say it's worth it. Let's find out. I'm gonna find out today. It's important that on your old pump, something you look at is right here. You're gonna screw these off, or you're gonna, after you screw off your fuel lines, you're gonna check inside here how bad your filter is. There should be oh, that's the outlet. Hold on, the inlet coming from the tank is gonna have that one right there. Hold on. You just don't want fuel to come out when you get it off, so take the caps and put it back on it. Alright. So in here you can have a little filter. I know you can see that little filter in there. So that filter loses its screen. Let's get some light in there, huh? 1 second. See if I can shine some light in that thing. See, this filter is actually not too bad, but most of them filters, they are gone. The mesh wall is completely missing. Let me see if we can find a way to get it shined in there. 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, so this filter is gone. It actually got a hole in it back there, but you can change these filters out. The reason I say that is because these filters go straight into the That's the inlet. And the debreaser coming in is gonna go straight out to the outlet from here and go straight into your fuel injectors. And your fuel injectors also got filters on top of them. So if your fuel injectors are dirty, you have to change them out. And now the fuel injectors are about the same price as the high pressure fuel pump. They're like 180 each. So if you times that by 6, you're looking at like $1,200 to $1,500 of fuel injectors also. So this job can cost you a lot, or you can source parts. I mean, from eBay, but I don't know about eBay with the fuel pump. If you're gonna get one, get it off like a wrecked 535. As for the ignition coils, you gotta get them Delphi. You just have to get Delphi. All the other stuff, it ain't gonna do the job. These right here are the only ones that I've have luck with for them to work. So get the Delphi ones and get OEM injectors. Make sure the part number matches the VIN. They make a puller for these fuel injectors, so if you're gonna do the fuel injectors, make sure you buy the puller tool. All right, everybody. Good luck.